Oh,
There are plant hormones
plant
that
hormones.
there are plant hormones that are estrogen-like substances. They're chemicals that look like estrogen.
Is that where all this hysteria around impossible meat is coming from? Because I have heard this a lot about the estrogen-like quality of impossible meats,
It,
particularly Burger King.
that is part of it, and that's for a whole other talk.
Oh man.
I'm already
Okay.
mapping. I'm already mapped for
That's a rabbit
teaser,
hole. Okay.
teaser. That's a story for another day.
Okay, all right.
As
Okay.
most students have learned when we're going to talk about something later. That's kind of the catchphrase that I throw out there. It's a story
Yes.
for another day. It's coming. It's
Okay.
already been addressed a little bit in terms of the endocrine disruptor discussion, and I'll kind
Okay.
of rejigger that for an update. But within plants, there's these substances known as phytosterols. Now,
Okay.
there are some phytosterols that are of benefit, but they're also
A few moments later.
the partially hydrogenated oils, the
Okay.
trans fats in the products that we're purchasing.
Right.
And that's because high amounts of trans fats, and by high amounts, we're talking about more than about 1 gram total in a day
Oh my God.
of the trans fats leads to possible issues of metabolic disruption. And once again, it's possible. It's not a direct like one-to-one, this is automatically going to cause that,
Right, but it's there.
but it's there. And so when we start looking, okay, the butter versus the margarine, which is kind of where, so we don't usually hear about this in terms of the non-dairy like ice creams.
Yeah, no.
And so we don't hear about non-dairy ice creams
No.
in terms of having health issues, but we talk about in terms of margarine
Exactly.
versus butter.
Yeah.
But the non-dairy ice cream is going to have the same issue in terms of what we've done to the fats as what we see in the margarines, but we don't talk about it the same way. And that's
A few moments later.
non-essential fatty acids, some essential amino acids, some non-essential amino acids. But if I'm not getting, and this once again goes back into the dairy stuff, the dairy proteins provide me with a lot of the branched chain amino acids and a lot of the essential amino acids that I need in a day. If you look at, so we'll kind of end in here with talking about the protein powders, because
Mm,
all the protein powders come from either plants or come from milk,
right.
curds and whey, if you remember your nursery rhymes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I
Curds are the
have a thing
fat,
of whey right now.
whey is the protein.
Yeah.
And so the whey protein is coming from milk. And so all those milk proteins that we talk about, if you look at all of the labels on all of the proteins, they're bragging about how much branched chain amino acids you get.
Mm-hmm.
And they're bragging about how much essential amino acids you get. All that's coming from the milk, coming from the dairy. You can get a good portion of it from the plant-based dairy products, but you get a higher percentage of it from the cow, from the goat, from the elk, from the reindeer, from the